Genuinely, the only good side of vaping. I'm filming a video right now. Yeah.
Yes, I finally get to see you film.
So my friends just pulled up.
Oh my god, finally.
I was literally gonna pull up to your house after this.
Yo, I love your videos, UV.
Thanks, bro. Shit.
What is today's episode?
We're talking about men's mental health.
Oh yeah. Can I join?
Sure. Right now we're on the topic of drugs.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh shit, we got a little setup. So since we're already talking like smoking weed and stuff, how it like doesn't help you, what are your experiences with smoking weed?
Can we edit this out the video?
He's never smoked, for context. He's a good kid. Shit! He's never smoked. He's a very nice kid. But what's your take on men's mental health?
Men's mental health. That's a very wide variety of the topic. I think men's mental health means to me your well-being, and not just how you present yourself, but actually how you feel on the inside, and what's actually behind the exterior, and what is actually going on in your brain. And people are sometimes afraid to find out the truth of their true mental health, and they try to surround themselves with people that try to make their mental health better. And maybe it's a time where maybe you just need to take a day. No AirPods, no phone. Go outside like we are now and discover what your true state of well-being actually is. And I think then you'll find who you really are as a person. And just don't be afraid to open up to people. People are always there for you. Yesterday, I just called him because I was going through some shit. And he was there for me. And I think mental health, very, very big, very big. Very important, too. I think, I don't know what to say. It's very important to the body, not just what. Alright, you take this back.
Yeah, so I was actually just talking about you maybe like 20 minutes ago about how we cried in a bathroom together. It's a very important thing that happened. I'm very glad that you are here. Very glad that you were my friend, that I've gotten to know you a lot better. I've known this kid for most of my life, but in just this past 2 years, we've gotten really close, and I'm very thankful. But we do have a second person here, so what's your take on men's mental health?
So, everyone, boys in general, just like to hide their emotions under a screen or something. They don't really like to talk to people about it. But I think, and my experiences, I talk to my friends about everything that's been going on in my life. And there's some messed up shit going on. But instead of just keeping it to myself and just bottling up, I talk to my friends, they help me. It's just a good experience. And I just go to my dad, talk to him a little bit, and listen to some music and jam out. That's all you can do. Yeah, especially if it's about a girl. If it's about a girl, it doesn't matter. Just rub that shit off. There's other girls out there. And you got friends like these two over here. Amazing people. Glad I met them. I got you. Let me get this one.
A big thing that I just realized yesterday is men in general think it's like, oh, you're like a bitch if you cry. Last day of school, I fucking cried, and then people are like, dude, why the fuck are you crying? Like, you're fucking gay. Am I allowed to curse on here? Like, they're just like, you're gay, dude, and I'm like, I have feelings. We're allowed to have feelings, and we never let them out because we're afraid of other people's thoughts.
Okay. The creepy guy tried to kidnap me earlier is walking by again.
Dude. And talking about crazy shit that's going on with what Kazi said, dude, fucking Octavian's back in town. Y'all saw his ass up there, so watch out. Don't get jumped.
Actually?
Yeah, he's right there.
Just playing basketball, I think.
Wait,
Let me see this.
they rode past me. I was walking up here.
He's
I
right.
didn't think that. That's a long story.
So just keep yourself safe.
Let me see. Octavian's a messed up man. He has done a lot of stuff to all of us. Tried to jump me multiple times. Talk shit on me.
I almost got stabbed.
I've literally got jumped.
He tried to get his friend Carson, big ass kid, to beat me up. That shit did not work. Just stay in school, guys. Stay in school.
They'll get
Don't
somewhere.
no weed,
Yeah, it's something.
no drugs. I don't care. Just stick to your books. No drugs, no weed, no alcohol. That stuff is gonna get you in jail. You guys laughing on me now?
I just can't look this kid in the eye. Well,
Back on where you said weed, I have personal story. I have my cousin. He's addicted to weed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're saying this. I'm sorry to call you out, dude. You just saw him. He was just at my house. He was high as shit.
Oh yeah. What? Yeah. He was smoking.
Anyways, when you have problems, don't resort to weed. It's gonna feel good in the moment, and then after it's gone, you're still gonna feel the same. You're still gonna feel the same. I think it's important to find what truly works for you, and not based on other people. Don't become addicted to drugs. You'll be a bitch. People will laugh at you. You'll start to see that people will
oh, the audio cut off.
disappear. Oh shit.
God damn it, dude.
What the fuck?
Sorry, guys. The audio cut off, but hopefully I captured that on like the raw thing. But keep going.
Oh, okay. It'll make your life worse. People around you, you might find people that also do drugs, but people around you will start to disappear. People will fade away from your life. Family becomes more distant. You don't really have a touch with reality. You're not really locked in. If that makes sense. Like you're not there mentally. So stay away from that shit.
And furthermore, do not care what other people say, because
Facts.
hate will bring a person down in all type of ways. It will resort them. People like to hate on others because they don't like their own lives. So just love your life. Love everything you have in your family, your friends, everything. Just don't do anything wrong.
So I have a question for you guys. What's been the hardest thing that you've dealt in your life, and how did you overcome it?
Hardest thing I've dealt with in my life. What do you got in mind? Alright, I'll let you go first. I'll think about mine.
Alright, so the hardest thing I had to go in life was when I was young. My mom, she was 16. She wasn't fit to be a mom, so put me up for adoption.
I almost cried in this video too. It's fine.
Dog. So my wonderful aunt took me in, but my sister, my youngest sister, wasn't. My youngest sister was my grandma, who lives in Philly now, and so I can't really see her often. I only see her like 2 times a year. And I haven't seen my mom or dad ever since I was 5, and it's been hard for me to cope with that. But my mom is a wonderful woman, my stepdad too. I love both of them to death, and my 4 siblings, which are my cousins. I love seeing them every single day. I love all of them equally, sorta. It's just been hard just to cope with this, and I actually got bullied for it, I think, in 5th grade by like 2 people, and it's just hard not seeing my sister for a while.
Shit sucks. I really don't. People think, like, I'm getting off topic here, but like people think like I'm not glazing myself, but like people say like, oh, you have friends, like, oh, you have 2 loving parents, oh, you have a nice house, oh, you have all these nice things, and they think that's like that's your life. Like you're just happy all the time. That's just not the truth. I just need to add that in there. I think the hardest thing I've overcome was I was really doing dumb shit. My parents earlier this year I was doing a lot of dumb shit. My parents were not proud of me at all. Me and my oh my god.
You can get into whatever, bro.
Hmm?
You can literally get into whatever.
And I knew that I was letting them down, but I couldn't get myself out of this hole that I was going down with the wrong people, the wrong things, the wrong actions, the wrong choices, the wrong everything. I was getting in trouble at school all the time. You guys know this. I used to get in trouble in school all the time. I was really letting my peers and my family down. Early in the year, I don't think people really wanted to surround themselves with me because I was doing a lot of dumb shit. And then one day I took a step back and realized, like, Canberra, you gotta lock in. And that's what I decided to do. I decided to drop the people out of my life. That it was really hard to, because I really enjoyed doing the dumb shit with them, but I realized in my head it was for the better that I just cut them out of my life. And then once I cut them out of life, I started seeing results. I started seeing I wasn't getting in trouble as much in school. My grades significantly improved. In the first marking period in math, I had a 79. I literally got a 10 on a test. A 10 on a test, guys. And then I decided to cut people out of my life, lock in. This marking period, I got all first honors. Every class, 90 and above. And then my parents, they showed me, I don't know how to say it, but I wasn't letting them down anymore. I wasn't letting the people that I cared about the most down anymore. I think that's my biggest challenge, was cutting all the negative things out of my life and just bettering myself. Yeah.
That's
nice. What about you?
I would say the hardest thing I've overcame is I don't think I can legally go into that. What up? What's the date today?
It is the 14th of January.
6/14.
Or 14th? No, I'm tripping.
Six-
July. June 14th.
6/14.
Okay, so it's been over 2 years, so I think I can go into this. Actually, that's not even something I overcame. But something I have recently overcame. I've talked about this on YouTube multiple times. I've talked to him about this. A lot of breakup stuff I feel like I've gone through the past 8 months. And that's been truly really hard for me. It still is. But I'm such in a better place from that breakup because I found my friends. I genuinely connected with this kid a lot over some of the things that have happened the past few months. I think that's been really nice, just overcoming it, putting more of that energy that I put towards the girl, more into working out, more into making videos, more into spending time with my friends and family. And it's bettered my mental more than really anything. Yeah. Okay, so we're back.
Since this is on mental health, we're gonna go into a deep, really deep story. No one else knows this between me and him. It's gonna be news to you too. So, was it Wednesday?
Yeah, about Wednesday or Tuesday.
Wednesday or Tuesday? I noticed he wasn't right. I went up to him. I said, "What's going on? You all good?" And he tried to hide. He was like, "Yeah, I'm all fine. And then he tried to make me laugh, and I could just tell something wasn't right with him. And then I forget what happened next. It was in class. We were talking about this girl, and I can see there was something deeper than just a girl. He was obviously upset. There was something deeper. And then we met up in the hallway, and then you were just letting it all out, and I can tell you were still holding back. So we decided to skip gym. We went to the bathroom, and we got all of it out. I'm sorry if this is embarrassing to you. We were in the bathroom, and we were talking about. He was just letting it all out on me, and then
No.
the deepest. My God, I've never felt that way in my life. The deepest thing he said to me was, "Suicidal thoughts are real, and I'm having trouble." Like, it was something along that line. Like, it's fucking real. And I wrote a note to you. And then I started breaking down. He was breaking down. We were both on the bathroom floor, just crying our eyes out. And we were just letting it all out. And I think that's beautiful if you find someone that you can just do that with. Like that. Like, nothing can break that. Nothing will be able to separate that bond between someone who you have that level of trust in, how you're just able to just let everything out on. I think once you find that person, your life starts to become better. And I'm not going to go deep into it, because
You can.
I don't want to. Because there's a lot of stuff that also happened, but I won't go deep into that.
Yeah, that bathroom experience was very emotional, I would say, for the both of us, especially me. My eyes were red for a good 2 hours. It genuinely looked like I did do some drugs. But I'm very glad that I have this kid in my life. As I've told him before, you can text me, call me anytime you need. Just like last night, you know. Did that situation get solved? They're like,
Fuck no.
oh, I'll talk to you later about that, I guess. But yeah, so always find a group of friends. Don't hold all your problems to yourself. Please don't get into drugs, and don't think about unaliving yourself. I don't think we can use the word suicidal on YouTube, so I'm gonna have to do something about that. But
Just think about these thoughts. Don't think about the thought of hurting yourself or harming yourself bodily or chemically or some shit like that. Don't do it.
and since he already kind of said it, I did have those thoughts. I'd say those thoughts were kind of on and off for the past few years. You know this. And dealing with those the hardest thing ever, because during the day you can obviously talk to your friends, you can do whatever you want to, but at the end of the day, when it's nighttime, 4 a.m., those thoughts always creep back up on you, and you need a way out of that. I think God's definitely helped me with that. I kind of want to ask you guys, what's your guys' relationship with God?
My relationship with God has been on and off, and I'm trying to really find who He wants me to be and who I want Him to be in my life. A little bit ago, I tried reaching out to Him and asking for help when I was in my negative phase. I was asking for help and what I'm really meant to do. I know it's sounding corny, but what am I here for? Why? Why? And I never got a response back. He never responded to me. And I read the Bible every night, every morning. Nothing changed. So I just stopped. I cut him out of my life. I kept doing the shitty shit I was doing. And then I tried again. Failed again. He wouldn't talk back to me. For people who want to get started for religious things, it's really hard. Because you don't know where to start. You don't know what to ask. You don't know what to say in your prayers. You don't know what to do. And I'm still figuring out what to do. Like, why? What do I want my relationship to look like? Why? Why? And then up until recently, he reached back out to me, and I think that's where, like, I found myself the most. He reached back out. I'm just yapping. I'm trying to remember what happened. But yeah, he reached back out to me. I'm sorry, there's people walking. I get uncomfortable. He reached back out, and then I really started to get more into religion, more into just cutting like the bullshit out of my life. In my relationship with God, I don't think we have a tight connection, but I think our connection is enough where I know He looks over me and he does what's best for me, and I know He's watching. There's no doubt about that. I know He's there. I know He's real. I hope someday. I just forgot what I was saying. What's your relationship with God?
I got you.
Beautiful.
So, so I've been really trying to get into religious stuff. On September 12th of last year, last year was one of my worst years. I got into a lot of trouble. Was the nicest person to some people. 6th grade, I had some shit going on. I talked to God a couple of times, did not work. But September 12th, I talked to Him. It was about 7 o'clock. I laid in my bed. I prayed that my 8th grade year was going to be the best year of my life. I prayed that all the shit that was happening in my life would go away, and I would find friends that actually like me for me, and I would see my sister again more often. And some of them have come true, some haven't. Haven't seen my sister in about 6 months. And I've been really trying to, I know He's looking over me in a way. He's guided me with good friends, good relationship. I had a good year. Didn't get suspended once. I've been sort of a good student, kind of a good friend. And I've been really trying to get into religious shit. Trying to really be nice to others around me and be considerate. Be the nicest person I can be to other people, because that's what I know God will let me be. And this year I think I've proved in a way that other people would like and respect me for. But on that day, I think I changed as a person, as a friend, and as a son to not only my father, but God Himself. And I
You good? Talking about September 12th at 7 p.m., I had a very similar kind of prayer session with God. It was like the first one I was going in. That's why I was really shocked when you said it. I had one of the best moments of my life on that day because of God. And obviously, God's not going to, this is to both of you, God may not give you what you want in the way you want it. That's one thing I have learned through the weirdly, really weird 14 years of my life of testing different things and going through different things. And sometimes, maybe even towards you, this is going to hit really deep for you. Maybe the reason you haven't been able to see your sister is because the moment you guys meet, it's the most special thing ever. And God may just be saving that for you, so it's the best time ever. Even though you may want it so much now, it's going to be better later. So, just remember, both of you, God's always there for you. I know both of you guys always know this. Even though you sometimes may not feel His presence, still talk out to Him. Even if it may feel you're talking to yourself, it's still a way to get your feelings out and how you feel out, and give yourself a little bit of hope. So, yeah. Life's shitty sometimes, but it always gets better. The grass is always greener on the other side.
the best way to deal with problems is to have good friends, good family that can guide you through the way, get through tough times, hard times, drugs, alcohol, thoughts of harming yourself, or anything like that.
What the fuck?
The best way to deal with all your problems is to have friends, family, siblings, grandpa, grandparents, anything you can do. Get in sports, academics, everything. Try your hardest to do everything you want to achieve in life, because you know God, your parents, your siblings, everyone want that for you. So don't disappoint anyone. Strive for your best, and the best will happen for you. So just hard work and dedication will get you through life and all your jobs in the future.
All right, I'm gonna touch up on two things: one personal and one general. If this is just off topic, but if you are struggling with social, like the ability to be social with other people and be like if you're introverted, this is something I used to struggle with. I know that might come as a shock to some people that I was once introverted, but I used to just be scared to talk to people. And I know that that's a real thing for almost a lot of people in this world. And I feel like the way to just overcome that is put yourself somewhere where you need to talk. Surround yourself of what you want to be. Stop just thinking or asking. I don't know. You need to take ownership and responsibility for what you want to do in your life. I think you just need to surround yourself. You need to have confidence in yourself first. Without self-confidence, you really don't have anything. You need to be confident in yourself to begin with. Then you need to surround yourself where you need to be more talkative. I don't know how to word this. I just wanted to touch up on that. That was very random. And then coming back to what we've had to overcome, but in September around 6th grade, I lost all my grandparents. I had no grandparents in my life. And I didn't know how to deal with that because mostly all my friends have grandparents. And you always hear oh, I'm going over to my grandma's house. Oh, I'm about to eat grandma's famous dinner. Oh, we're going to make cookies with my grandma. Oh, my parents are going out of town, so we're going to stay with my grandparents. And I never had that to go off of. I feel like that's really hurt me the most, of not being able to have those people in your life when you really need them. Because I feel like a relationship with grandparents is a bond that's really, really fucking special. And just for me to not have that was kind of difficult. Because parents can't do everything. And sometimes, you just want to get away from your parents. Ma, can you drop me off at grandma's house? I know people that do that. I can't. And I've dealt with it. I've coped with it more. It doesn't really affect me as much now because I've just gotten used to it. But when it first happened, it was just really sad. Mentally. I really didn't know what to do. I have a picture of my grandpa that passed away. It was the last one. In my room, and I think about him almost every day because he really meant a lot to me. And I never had that person or them people, to be honest, to lay back on when I want to. That shit just sucks. For instance, for Christmas every year, we used to go over to my pop-pop's house, and we used to have family Christmas over there. It used to be one of the most fun times of the year for me. And I just remember visibly, and I can still hear his voice in my head as we speak right now. We would leave, as he has a long-ass driveway, and then he'd be like, bye, Cam, and then I'd be like, bye, Pop-Pop. And we screamed that the whole time until we couldn't hear each other. And then next year rolls around, Christmas, I'm lost. We stayed home, and Christmas for me that year was pretty shitty. Like I'm not saying that like being ungrateful for everything that I got, but it just it hurt not to have them people. And I think once I'm trying to relate this back to mental health, but once you kind of oh my god, I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, that was a tough time. I just remember that one. I overcame that by just putting myself around people that I liked, people that I trusted, people that I know that would listen to me. I feel like that's really important. If you find that one person, you just need to have one person. Life will get exponentially better.
You can have all the money, all the luxury, all the cars, shoes, everything, but money doesn't buy happiness. And it might seem cringy to some people, but it doesn't. Family members can die, money can't buy them back. Money isn't everything in the world. Everything is family, friends, the memories that you spend with all of them, and the memories you create even when they're not on this earth. Like my cousin, for example, when I was about 8 years old, he passed away, sadly, and he was literally my best friend in the whole world. I loved him so much. I would hang out with him all the time, and I really loved him. He was the best person, but he was taken way too early, and I think God had a better place for him. And I know he's pretty happy up there, doing what he does best, and making other people's lives better, and looking over all of us, all my family, even the family I don't talk to, everyone.
It's a deep story. But we are 55 minutes in. The camera died.
Jesus Christ.
Uh,
Sorry, God.
yeah, my phone is dead, so I think I'm just gonna end the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed like the last 15 minutes of just audio. And yeah, I'm very grateful for these two people in my life.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. Anytime you guys want to show back up. But yeah, that's about it. Like and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hey guys, this is Future UV, slash editor UV, about 7 a.m. If I'm talking a bit quieter, it's because everyone's asleep. I'm the only one up. I had to wake up at 6. I had some stuff to do. But, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I kind of want to give it a proper outro, and also want to explain some things, and then also say something at the end of the video, send a message at the end of this video that I didn't really get to then, because obviously the camera cut off. It was just audio. I'm very sorry for that, guys. It's like before I edit it, so I'll try to do the best I can with like maybe get an image of all three of us and just putting it up on the screen. And it's like maybe put an arrow on whoever's talking at the time. I think you can recognize my voice pretty easily. But first, just want to say, Cameron and Kazi, Cam, I know you're watching this video up to this point because you normally do. Kazi, you might be watching this video. I just wanted to say thank you for both your guys' time. Thank you guys for stopping by. That was completely unplanned. I normally just want to film the video by myself, but I saw them right over, and I recognized Cameron's e-bike immediately. And they're from UV, and I called them over, told them I was recording, and they joined in on the session. I'm very thankful for them for joining the session because it gave a new perspective, and it also kind of proved that I was right. Honestly, a little bit. It did prove that what I was saying is true. And because Cameron said some of the same things I said, right? Because it's a true thing. Men's mental health is so important, and it's good to look at and really go into. It's important to talk about your feelings. As I said, also Cameron said this, we don't talk about it because they're weak. It makes you seem, in his words, gay. Crying at graduation like he did gay, right? No, that's not. You're leaving something you've always had. And Kazi's stories of him and his sister, I'm very thankful for him for telling those stories and really letting some stuff off his chest. Kazi, thank you for sharing a personal story. It meant a lot to me that you trusted me and trusted the audience with sharing your story and sharing some things that are going on in your life. And I pray that everything's better for you, dude. But yeah, I'm very thankful for them for joining the video. I hope you guys enjoyed them, because Cameron's a person I wanted to bring on during a video, but I just never got to it. I never planned out how he could fit in one of these videos. And I normally just like filming alone. I just kind of, that's my thing. I like just being alone and making these videos alone, so it's more of a personal connection between me and you guys. But bringing people on, I feel like it's a very good idea. And if you guys want me to do that more, comment down, like the video, let me know. Now I want to explain some things. So during Cameron telling the bathroom story, I said, oh, suicidal thoughts are real. And he didn't remember fully what I said. I also didn't remember what I fully said, but after the video, I kind of sat down right here and thought about it. What did I say? And the exact line was, suicidal thoughts are real. And it's so scary waking up every morning knowing that I could have had more. But now I let that go. And that was a really bad point of my day. That's the worst moment of the year so far. And one of the worst moments of the year. Or I wouldn't say I'm having those bad thoughts, but it's just a thing of self-doubt and wanting more than I already have. It's wanting that feeling that I had a few months ago. So it's not exactly suicidal thoughts. Just wanted to explain that for a second. That's just the word I used with him, because that's how I generally felt in the moment, not how I feel all around. Because look, I'm very happy. I have a blessed life, big house. I'm profoundly happy. I have everything a person could ask for. But sometimes, as I told you guys, those thoughts creep up on you. And it's about not how it comes to you, and you can block it off, but how you overcome it. That's why I asked Cameron Kai's question, oh, what's the biggest challenge you faced and how'd you overcome it? Not just what's the biggest challenge you faced, how'd you overcome it? Because as a man, you need to know how to overcome things. As a man, most of the time, things you do are going to be alone. And in that loneliness, in that night where you're alone, grinding your ass on whatever you're working on, you're going to need to push to the fullest. You're going to have to push past 100%. Because now, you have no one in your ear telling you that they love you to keep going. It's just you and your thoughts. You got to build that. Building your base, as I mentioned in the video before this one, is not only physical, but mainly mental. Mental bases are that even if I'm alone, I can still push myself to do this. That's discipline. That's really discipline down to the finest shit, Having discipline can push you so far in life, and it gets you over so many mental struggles. If I didn't have the discipline, I wouldn't have woken up at 6 a.m. I wouldn't have worked out at 6:30. Wouldn't have taken a shower. But now look, I am having such a good time in a right headspace. I got to pray this morning. I did deep breaths, a little bit of meditation. Now I'm talking to you guys. I was supposed to film this video at 4 p.m. today. Instead, I am being more efficient, and I feel a lot better because I'm pushing myself, and I'm really reaching my next boundary. Pushing fully forward, and I feel like every man needs it. Every man needs that push, but not from an external source. It needs to be internal push for yourself to really go like, okay, I can do this by myself. That will really build true wealth. Wealth, I would say, doesn't just go from money. It comes from eternal happiness and discipline. Because now, if I have the discipline to wake up every morning at 6 and to work out, I can apply that discipline to working. I can apply that discipline to taking care of my family. I can just build that all around in everything. Reach any goal I want to if I have the discipline to push hard enough. And I think every man needs to do that. No matter if you're in a sport, no matter if you're doing YouTube, no matter if you're just working out, no matter if you have nothing going for you, just build that level of discipline in anything. Just let it be positive. Make sure it's a positive discipline. It could be fighting, like actual training, Like I did at first. That built my discipline from a very young age. And I'm lucky enough my dad put me in that. But yeah, back to men's mental health mainly. Overcoming mental health takes a shit ton of discipline, and tough times don't last, but tough people do. That's one of the best quotes I've ever heard. If you can build yourself to that point of even when the hardest moments strike, you know that God is with you. God will only test you with something that you can bear. It says that in the Bible itself. And keep pushing forward. Keep going. You're going to feel so much better once you get to the other side. So just know that God is with you. I'm with you. No matter what you're going through. I may not know you, may have never met you in my life. But just know, I am with you. I'm here with you. Everyone goes through the same shit. Just in different ways. Everyone goes through shit. So just know you're not alone. And you never will be. You always have friends and family to reach out to. You always have anyone. I'm telling you now, your friends and family would rather you cry on their shoulder than have to go to your grave. It's a real thing. And at the end of this video, sorry guys, I'm back. My mom called me upstairs for a second just to ask me a question. I sometimes forget that I still live with my parents and I'm still a little kid, but I'm also preaching to you guys about mental health and stuff like that. It's a bit crazy, but it works, And back to what I was saying, in the description of this video or right here, I'll leave my Instagram. And if you're ever going through something, DM me. After going through something, you want to talk about it and you want an external source, DM me. I'll literally always respond. I am normally awake during really any time from 6 a.m. to 4 a.m. on most days. So everything between that time gap, only from the summer, 6 a.m. to about 12 a.m. Anything from there, I'll always respond. I'm on Instagram a lot. I'm an Instagram reel scroller. It's sad to admit, but I do spend most of my day on there. So yeah, if you guys ever feel like talking to someone and you kind of just want an external source and want someone that doesn't know anything about your life and you can really talk about anything to me, I'll respond. Sometimes I'll just listen, or if you want my input, I'll give you my input. That's about it. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Hope you guys are all okay, all good. And even if you aren't, trust me, he'll get better. I am literally the number one example of that. I've proven to myself that is when times get tough, there's always a way to overcome it. You may not see it now, but trust me, you'll see it later. I look back on some of the moments that have happened even in the past few months, oh my God, how did I not see this way out? But then you're kind of blinded by all the noise. But you just gotta silence that noise in the Word of God. That's about it. But happy Men's Mental Health Month. I love you all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.